Hello, Ron McClung here for number 6, retroactively going back and answering the questions I missed. I did the first week writing, and then the rest I've done via video. This is probably the first video I've done without sunglasses. It is very cloudy, so this is what my eyes look like. Number 6, the final question for me is, if I could game for a week, every day for a week, describe what I would do. It would take a lot for me to do a full week of gaming, whether GMing or not. I don't think I could do an entire week of GMing. After a single session, I'm exhausted. And that's because of my social anxiety and my introvertness. And we can get into a full study of that if you want to. I'm a firm believer of the definition of an introvert. You build your energies, your social energies, in your alone time and expend them in social time. I'm an illustration of that. At conventions, I'll do conventions like Mace that are, for the most part, almost 3 days. I am done by Sunday afternoon. At the 4-day conventions I've been to, the Gen Cons and the Origins, I am fully and utterly satisfied and done at the end of those. It takes a lot for me. For 7 days, assuming I've got enough energy, let's just define that up front. Assuming I have the social energies and everything that it's going to take for me to handle a week of gaming, I would love to do a massive multi-GM continuous story. Each GM handles a day of the game and tells their aspect of the story, and we get a full chapter done in a day. I would like to see a fully fleshed out story. I don't think it can be horror. You can try it. After 7 days of intense darkness and attempts at scaring each other, it would get old. I think just a good, satisfying, plot-filled story with great encounters, meaningful encounters, and a few random ones would be awesome. One of those long campaigns that can be done in a 7-day straight game. You can count like each day as maybe 2 sessions. You're talking about 14 sessions. That's a lot. You easily get many of the D&D adventures, maybe even 2 of them done, the classic stuff. I would rather do science fiction. I'll do fantasy if I played. I don't think I'd run in that one. I don't feel comfortable in fantasy as much, but I could try. That may be why I would do something like that, to try something different. There is no specific game I would pick. Given the opportunity to do 7 days of straight of gaming, I would psych myself up for it, and I would play whatever anybody wanted to play. Just about any role-playing game. I'm done with certain ones. I probably wouldn't go back and play certain ones. Star Wars, for instance. Not really interested in playing that anymore. I've done my time with that one. Babylon 5. I learned that setting is very difficult to roleplay, especially when you get into that time period where certain races hate certain races, or certain races are at war with certain races. Players just tend to start inter-party conflict when you tend to go at those roles, and that's what happened in my campaign. I would be picky to some degree, but I doubt anybody would run anything I would run. It could be even multi-system. We just convert characters over. That sounds a little wonky, but we've done similar stuff before. It's a big enough party, do a party versus party kind of adventure, one each day. Anything epic. I love, whether it's board games or role-playing games, I just want to do something epic. Want something to remember. Make it something to remember. I think I would also want to gather up gamers that I haven't gamed with in a long time. I've had 2 of my gamer friends pass away, and either way, I would spend that weekend in dedication to their dedication to my game. I would gather up friends I haven't gamed with in forever and just enjoy that time. Because honestly, you never know when you're not going to game with these guys again. And not to put a more somber note on this discussion, but it is a big part of my gaming experience. I've had 2 very close friends in the past 5 years pass away, and these guys were a big part of my gaming group for 20-some years. The lessons learned from all of this is take care of yourself better and enjoy the time you have with anybody in your gaming group, in your life. You never know when they're going to go away. Thanks, John and Chris. Well, that's about it. Until next time, seek the wolf in thyself.